Getting advice on money management is available everywhere these days. Many media outlets, including television shows, cable business news channels, financial websites, and even your friends and family, are willing to provide their thoughts on how you should handle your money. But despite all the suggestions, ideas, and cutting-edge digital tools available for managing your finances, these 3 money rules will never change. Everyone should practice sound money management starting with their very first paycheck. To lead a financially stable life, you must be well organized with your money. Hey guys, welcome to another exciting video by Finance Aligned. In this video, we'll be talking about 3 basic money management principles for you to follow to have a stable financial life. We'll also discuss why most individuals don't stick to these rules, and what you can do to ensure that your teenage children do. So make sure to watch this video till the end. But before we continue, kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay notified of more interesting videos just like this one. With that said, let's get right into the video. Number 1. Do not spend more than you make. The first rule of basic money management is this: your money will always be in good shape if you consistently spend less than you make. One of the world's wealthiest men, Warren Buffett, lives a very humble and economical lifestyle despite his enormous wealth. One of his best-known pieces of financial advice is to spend what is left after saving, not what is left after spending. In other words, pay yourself first by saving money before you spend it. Before you pay your bills, you should move some of your monthly earnings into another savings account as soon as they arrive. Learn to differentiate between needs and wants, remain committed to your budget, and avoid taking on extra debt. It's that easy. Number 2. Always make plans for the future by saving. Paying yourself first will help you develop the habit of saving money. Before paying your expenses after payday, transfer funds to your savings account. You can automatically save money by setting up a recurring transfer from checkings to savings through online banking at many banks. Building up an emergency fund is the best approach to dealing with life's unexpected costs. Planning for the future also means preparing for the unexpected. An emergency fund is a collection of funds you save and set aside specifically for essential last-minute needs, such as an automobile and home repair, travel for family emergencies to assist family members, or living expenses following a temporary job loss or salary reduction. However, unexpected life events, such as an untimely death, an accident, or a serious illness that renders you disabled and unable to work will cause an increase in medical costs or a loss of income, which will quickly deplete your savings and emergency fund and leave you or your loved ones in financial ruin. To protect your funds from these significant risks, it's essential to have an insurance plan. If you're still having trouble coming up with the funds to take care of yourself first, check out the first golden rule. Number 3. Make your money grow by investing. Saving money is a terrific habit to develop, but it's only useful for short-term purposes. If you want to increase the value of your savings after they start to accumulate, you should consider investing. Saving money on its own won't be enough in the long run due to inflation, which reduces the value of your savings over time. And especially when you are retired, you don't want that to happen. So once you've saved enough, invest it to increase its value. Also, avoid waiting too long because investments require time to mature. The earlier you get started, the greater your potential gains. This is especially important when it comes to long-term savings strategies like retirement planning. There are numerous investment options available at various risk levels, such as unit trusts, bonds, equities, corporate shares, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, gold, and real estate. The private retirement scheme and the members' investment scheme of the EPF are other options you can consider, but you should always make sure you fully understand the type of product you're investing in. Keep in mind that if you start saving and investing as much as you can as early as you can, time will be on your side for your retirement and other long-term goals. Hey, are you enjoying this video? Take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons to see more exciting videos. Let's continue. So, why don't people follow these simple money rules? Even though these rules are simple and clear, 95% of people ignore them. First, let's examine rules 1 and 2. Don't spend more than you make and make plans for the future. In essence, businesses are spending millions of dollars to persuade you to spend your money, or rather, disregard these rules. They want your money right away and don't want you to save. Companies use every trick in their arsenal to take advantage of our vulnerabilities and insecurities and make us believe that spending is a good thing. They're so good that 52% of British adults have debt, excluding mortgages. This indicates that the first rule of wealth is not being followed by 52% of people. Teenagers will be wealthier than most people if they're taught to abide by the first rule of wealth alone. Most people don't stick to these first two rules because they haven't been taught how to invest, or because they've heard scary stories and haven't taken the time to learn. The truth is that investing should not be a scary endeavor. It might be very easy. Consider your options strategically and long-term. Investing, in most people's opinion, is a sheep in wolf's clothing. So how do you train the young ones to follow the 3 rules of money? The first step is to convince them that money is similar to seeds. Their task is to establish a forest and become wealthy. They must comply with 3 basic rules to grow a forest or have a healthy financial life. 1. At least 1 of every 10 seeds they receive should be saved, i.e. spending less than they earn, and save 10% of it. 2. Plant the seeds they've saved, i.e. by investing what they save. 3. Being patient and letting their trees grow. They'll learn that money can be saved and grow over time thanks to this simple and direct visualization. This will give them an advantage over most children who only see money as something to spend. So how do you teach them to follow these 3 rules? At least 1 of every 10 seeds they receive should be saved, i.e. spending less than they earn and saving 10% of it. Your children need to start developing a saving habit if you want to ensure that they accomplish this. We can't rely on them debating whether or not to save because the marketing companies will convince them otherwise. Before marketing companies can reach them, they need to be saving. This means that they must develop the habit of saving money before they spend it. Keep in mind that by the age of 7, children start developing many of their adult financial habits. It's very difficult to change practices, so it's best to get them started on developing positive ones right away, especially if they've already developed a spending habit like spending all of the money they receive right away. It's highly advised to give them pocket money each week so they can practice. This enables them to get used to saving money while receiving your encouragement before they start making purchases at the store. This money should be saved for the long term. They only need to save a small portion of their income, say 10%. It makes no difference how much money they save. The key point is that they always save something. Saving a little money each time they receive some should become second nature to them as they get older. This means that some money is out of reach for marketing companies. Plant the seeds they have saved, i.e. by investing what they save. Teaching your children to invest some of their money can be life-changing. When they reach adulthood, they'll not be able to rely solely on their jobs for income. They can let their money grow while they sleep. Many parents struggle with this because they were never taught to invest for themselves. Just like I previously stated, investing in most people is a sheep in wolf's clothing. It's highly advised that you consider teaching your children to invest their money. Once you start assisting them in investing their money, you can train them to invest the money they save in the coming years. The earlier they begin investing with your assistance, the more time there is for that money to grow. Create a simple investment account in their name or a joint one in your name, assist them in investing their savings, and periodically check in with them about their portfolio. Being patient and letting their trees grow. Without patience, your children will struggle to maintain a stable financial situation. A lack of patience increases the likelihood of incurring debt and becoming a victim of fraud, gambling, or ad targeting, which will all lead them to being financially unstable rather than becoming wealthy. According to the well-known Stanford marshmallow experiment, children who can delay gratification are more likely to succeed in relationships, careers, and finances when they become adults. Here are some tips to train your kids to be patient. Keeping it small. For instance, encourage them to reserve some chocolate given to them for the next day. Get them to save just 1 or 2 squares of the chocolate bar, not the entire thing. The same with their finances. Allow them to spend part of their funds, but also motivate them to make a small amount of savings. This makes the procedure much simpler. Reward their patience. If they're saving money for something, offer to help out if they're getting close to their goal. If they have money in a piggy bank, reward them with a few extra coins. Because of their patience, life will reward them and enable them to reap the benefits sooner. You may keep your finances in good shape by sticking to these 3 simple guidelines, although we realize that financial specifics can occasionally become a little complicated. Your children will develop into financially secure adults if you take the time to teach them these rules when they're young. Do not underestimate how challenging it is to stick to these 3 rules of money. You must properly train your children. If you've not done so already, consider giving them pocket money to begin their training. That's it for today. What do you think about this video? Kindly let me know what you think about this video in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Also hit the bell to receive more updates. See you next time. Thanks for watching.